Hello, and welcome to this next part of the Gary's Game development recording. So today we will be continuing off from yesterday, and let's see, where were we last time? So if I remember correctly, we had like a list of things we wanted to do. Let's just open that up. Notepad. Yeah, make trigger that unlocks screen during construction. Yeah, so we want to do this like trigger that if you capture a yellow HQ, then like, yeah, that's cool. And then green can't rotate and make miners more efficient for both players. So let's do this first one here. Make trigger that unlocks green ray. So first off, we're going to need to make a trigger for that. So let's see. Let's make one. This is going to be a building trigger, and we're going to say green captures HQ. So the way in which it captures the HQ actually is going to be one of two types, because if they construct it, like, it won't be operational when they steal it because it'll be unpowered. So I'm going to make it either of these cases, construct or capture, and then HQ. If we do that, and we'll do it anywhere, then we're going to want to do a specific triggered map action. But we also want this to be part of a set. So we're going to make just like another set, which is like a startup set. So we'll say like map startup, and this will be a set, and we'll add our green captures HQ, and then on the map side we need to add that as well, map startup. So boop boop. So map startup triggers. So this actually is maybe not a great name for it. We could just call this like map events maybe. Like, these are things that can happen in the map. Map events. Oh, plural. So glad we had this rename feature. Use it all the time, every time. Okay, so green captures an HQ. This trigger should trigger when green, not cyan, captures an HQ. Captures one of them. There we go. That should do it. And then we need a map action that is going to unlock the laser when that happens. So let's make a new one of those. I think this is, there we go, set player action access. We're going to do unlock laser or ray. Always call it laser, it should be called ray. Okay, and we want... Let's see, where are we? Fire laser. Yeah, see, it's even called like laser here. Okay, so we want to make lime laser unlocked. I'm gonna rename this unlock green laser so they can do that action. Now the thing that's a little bit like different about laser is that I think it actually takes its information from the HQ, so it'll use the other player's laser, but we have to have the action unlocked in order to be able to like use it or whatever. Now let's put this on the trigger, unlock green ray, and now that is in the map events. So this should be testable. Let's try it out. Test. Now, the way to disconnect a platform or something while it's being built is kind of weird. You build two, maybe I'm gonna have to do sheets, and then we want to move this out of the way, right? Now it's not powered and it's not building because normally HQs provide power. Okay, so now when we capture this, we should unlock. Okay, we're not unlocking anything. Oh, wait, no, now we have it. Yeah. Cool. Okay, we got it. It just, oh, we needed to finish building. It didn't show any like particle effects there. We should maybe change that, make it do particle effects. I don't know. That one's a little bit interesting. Okay, so now we have a laser for green through very specific circumstances of shenanigans during construction, and we can use it to blast stuff. Okay, this is pretty cool. We need green to not have rotate, right? That's like the next thing. So look at this. Yay! Green can't rotate. That is expect. Die. Yeah, so we need to stop this. Not allowed. You can't rotate things. You think this is Fantasyland or something? Or specifically, you can't rotate things that are like already built. Okay, let's... I think there's actually probably some ways to get around this whole rotate thing. So we might have to go and fix some bugs about that. Because, like, there's a lot of ways to rotate stuff, and not all of them are going to, like, check to see that you have the rotate action unlocked. So we want to go to the action bar for green. We don't need this. This is old. For green. And... oh, this... okay, here's the problem. This needs to be unlocked by map action, and then I think it'll do the particle effects. But we also want to set here... green, you are locked for rotate access state. Okay, now... I think that's going to have some problems, so I'll have to go in and, like, make that more robust. So, like, we can't rotate this way, but I think we can still do certain types of click and drag builds, because those aren't going to check. But yeah, it's gone. Yeah, so when you do a build on top of something, you can still drag it, and this doesn't do a check to say, like, hey, you have this. But you can't, like, actually rotate things or whatever. So we'll need to go in and put that fix in. I'm going to put a note there. Be like, hey, make ensure that when doing a build action, like rotate, that the player has has the rotate action unlocked. This is why when we're in beta we get all sorts of weird things where it's like, oh well, you know, in the normal game, like, we always always have rotate unlocked. So this was never a problem. To be even an issue. Okay, so now that we have that, what is next on the list? You can't rotate, but there's a bug. It's fine. Next, we wanted to make miners more efficient and give more income. So let's go and do that. Okay, so I think this is just going to be one of those, like, general changes. Where it's just, like, powerful miners. Nope, that's the wrong the wrong type. We want here. We want a miner change. Powerful miners. Okay, so in here... like, maybe we make these more expensive as well. Like, we'll make this maybe like 60 and like 40. We'll make them worth more to build as well. 80. And then we want to go change things. So this affects both nanites and the nanite miners and the energy miners efficiency. So yeah, we want this to be more efficient. So let's do like a 4 times efficiency, or maybe like a 40 times, right? Or 20 times more efficient. And then the income should go up by a lot. So let's just multiply by 10. And we'll multiply by 20. Or 20, so it'll be a lot. Normal reactor collection period. Since we have fewer of these, let's just bring this down to like 2.5. Or maybe like 1.5. Like, we could do a thing where it's like 1, and so it's like... which would be pretty cool. Like, that'll be plus 6s, and I'll just do a lot of them real quickly. Let's see. Deplete energy income. Let's do 3. Like, let's have it so that when... This is actually not something we ever used in the game. It was always just 0. When the reactor runs out of energy, you just got 0. But, like, we'll give you, like, we'll do 10. Sure. If you take that long to finish the level, then probably you're not, like, blazing. Okay, and then this is just the same thing, but for the depleted, 0.8. Okay, nanite efficiency, 20. Income. So this is the bursts, so we want to make this even more. Before we did a multiplier of, like, 20 for the income. That seems a little intense, so let's just do 100 here. Collection period. Yeah, this is really quick. Lots of ticks. That's what we're going to kind of get for these two, so it'll be kind of neat. 0.8. Let's do 0.5. Depletion fountain income. So this is the burst and this is the not. So we'll make this like 30. And then this is how often you get it. So let's do that. Still kind of high. Let's do like 0.9. It doesn't change the income, this period collection. It just shows when the pluses show up, like how frequent. And that can provide kind of a different feel for what's happening. Okay, so we're going to go to the action mods for yellow. And then we're going to put in the new powerful miners. Green, powerful miners. And test. And all we want to do is try out these miners. Okay, it's built. And, oh, we need to, like, use enough nanites because we use cheat codes. Yeah, see, it gives us plus 50s. And it doesn't burn a whole lot, right? Because it's got huge level of efficiency. And we changed players. So, do this. Back to here. Yeah, plus 50s. That's what we get out of these. So we get a lot. Okay, cool. So I just want to test. Let's actually leave some of those open. Okay. So these should start collecting right away. And yeah, see, we're getting plus 10s out of them. Yeah, that efficiency is really high. Oh, something you'll notice, this is actually a specific thing, is that if you're not an observing player, then you don't actually train the resource nodes. This is kind of just the way it works because we didn't want the AI to deplete their miners. So That is still the way it works. They still get resources, it just doesn't reduce the amount. But yeah, that looks pretty good. Like, the amount you get out of this is actually a lot. That's like 40 per second. So capturing this middle point actually matters quite a lot. Like, that's a substantial income. And, like, these are substantial. So I think it's valuable to get these, right? So we're going to put maybe a few more, and then I want to increase the capacities as well of the players. So their nanite max capacity, this is usually 70, so let's do 2,000 and 1,500. Starting energy is 2,500, and we're going to do nearly the same, I think, for this. 2,000, 1,500, 2,500. There we go. So this way we have a lot of capacity. We can kind of spend it a lot, and then, like, have the turn switch and have it refill for the nanites and some of the energy too. So we, I think, are in a decent position to, like, start filling out green now more. Like, I'm pretty happy with yellow, barring just, like, hey, this could probably be more interesting from a terrain standpoint. Like, it's pretty bare bones there. So, yeah. Also, I'm not sure why it's valuable to get back here. Like, I mean, you can laser this if you have a laser, but, like, there should be other reasons why that's, like, useful. So maybe there's more energy back here. Right? Maybe there's some energy. Do that. A little bit of energy in the wall. And then you can shoot over this here, which is cool. It's good. There's a whole puzzle thing there. And we probably should have just a reward for each HQ for yellow. Just be like, oh, this will help you. And maybe that's, like, something that you get. I don't know how to make this one work. Oh, wait, no, this already has 2. This one already has 2. We'll put one there. And that'll be, like, kind of the reward of sorts. Let's do a miner. That's the wrong player. Terrain, energy, yellow, miner. Yeah, we already have 2 here. That's already quite good. So I guess that's one of the reasons for trying to take out this first. Okay. And there is not really a reason to have that not be straight, but we'll think of something that's maybe neat. So one thing that I kind of would like to do is just make it easier to see this right-hand side. So, like, adding a second wall here just so that the camera can center on this puzzle would be good. And then, like, we'd also be able to, like, maybe hollow out this part just a little bit or move it over. I am a little concerned our resize could break things. We don't have any, like, positional triggers yet, so it's not going to break any of that stuff, but, you know, it can break things in other ways. So we could just do a quick backup of the workspace. In fact, it would be good to just showing that. We're going to have a button for this called Archive Workspace eventually, but right now that button does not exist. So let's just do that real quick. We're going to exit out of this. This brings us to the menu. So everything is in local low, which over here. Local low, artful games, byte links, workspace, and we're just going to copy, paste, just in case, 0, 8, 15, 0, and this has everything from today, so like we have all the up-to-date stuff. And we'll go back in, and let's try that map resize to give ourselves like 2 more spaces over here. So we're going to go data. So we want to build it from the left middle, right? So middle and then the left. And we want to make this 82. Apply resize. Huzzah! We're good. Did we break anything? Okay, we didn't break anything. Shrinking is the one that's a little more dangerous, but still, you know. Always good. And I just want like walls here. Honestly. There we go. Now you can like center over this puzzle more and it's better, I think, space-wise. It also gives us a little bit more space to do things over here, which is cool. Always appreciated. Okay, so how do we want to do this? Let's do one more miner here. As their thing, right? I feel like the income for yellow is going to be too high. It's too much. But that's okay. And it's not like they're going to matter too much. The big ones, I guess, is probably just getting these. Just want the nanites. Okay, and none of this got borked. All good still. Cool. Cool beans. Yeah. Yeah, that one's actually probably the way you want it to be on the start. Or like that. Okay. That looks good. Okay. We got us puzzle nest there. So this is looking pretty good for the yellow side. Once again, the green side needs some love. So this is really tricky because like finding a way to like have centralized objectives is easy because we have HQs. We have multiple of them on yellow's side, right? So that's really not even like that hard. Oh, you know what we could do? We could do for yellow, because it's this whole corridor here we haven't really decided what's a good thing to do. We could do like this. 1, 1, 1, 1. And, you know, we can just have it not be powered. Like, just, yeah, it's a bunch of these things. This makes it feel like a puzzle when it's not, but that's fine. Terrain, walls. Terrain. Just move that over one. And then I guess we'll do there, 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 and there. Okay. I mean, it looks cool at the very least. I don't know if it's going to be interesting to fight against. It's alright. Okay, so up here, let's do some love here. This is kind of already a thing. You want to like rotate this out of position and run through. What does this yellow base look like for its buildings? Sure. Why not? We'll do that. There we go. It's got some protection. It's all good. Like, every part of the level doesn't have to be the most intricate thing ever. It's a pretty huge level, so all of the details maybe don't need to be so exact. This one, yeah, already very protected. Back door here, cool. Get all these triplexes. That's maybe helpful for killing this base, or dealing with this. Or maybe even just selling them. I think yellow's good. Okay, green. How I dread you, green. I don't know what to do with you. I don't know what to do with you. Dang it. Also, we have a lovely corner over here for a thing that I think I want to do. For the two corners. Okay. So, like, this is pretty neat. Like, we probably just want to make more wires that stretch ways. Because the zappiness is gonna, like, trace through all of them. So maybe we do, like, some redundant wires. That will get chopped off by lightning. So... But this side is also still fine. So... We'll let that be. Do some there. One there. there. Here. 1, 2, 1, 2. Connect out the back sort of thing, which is cool, I think. Okay, and then we can do a little bit more here. Maybe some stuff there. Maybe there's a wall here. Why? I don't know. Because there is. It makes it harder to go and cut off this. Right? You gotta, like, think more about it or something. Oh, let's put some shields in there. Yeah, we should put some shields in these, like, weird corridor things. Green. Shields. Put one at that intersection, put one at this intersection, and put one there. Makes me want to not have that. Then you, like, we want to be able to go through on this side, but not, like, direct to it. Some stoppers. Or the entry points to that one. Cool. This looks more interesting. This open area here is maybe not the most interesting thing ever. But it's alright. Like, maybe we want to rearrange these, actually. So, do like do. Let's do that there. This cool death arena thing going on. It's not like you're gonna go in here because, like, if you're using a platform to ram through, you're gonna go through this way or this way. If you go through the left here, you could maybe take out this. It doesn't matter at all because it's still powered through this side. But, like, And let's put 3 of those around these. You know, forward defenses and all that. Okay, this is neat. No, I don't like that wire. Let's go to there. It's part of that thing. I kind of want to put a wall in here. Right, and then like a second shield here. So the thought is that, like, you could go through these 2 shields, or you could go around this way, which is maybe some amount harder because you've got this thing, this little mess here to work about. All right, you go through 2 or 1, or go through this way, in which case you have to go through this thing, which is, you know, kind of difficult to get through or whatever. So going up and through or this way are both pretty good options. The midway, you could try to go like a stair step in which case we actually probably want that to be easier to do. So I kind of want to shrink this just to make it easier to go in. I guess that's like 5 and 6 or something. So going in from this side or this side. This side is a lot less likely, so I kind of make it work like better because like you're going to be attacking from this side. So we'll make this a lot weaker there. Like if you can do a 3x3 platform, ram through here, ram this way, that's probably pretty efficient. Or if you're just like, oh, I don't want to spend so much time setting something up to go this way, instead of go this way, you have a lot more resistance, right? You have all these, this, that. There we go. Cool beans. These are set up. I think they're pretty cool. Yeah. So a thing about this, like, orientation rotations doesn't actually matter, but I don't know if I like the angles I have. It still, like, has an alignment of 45 degrees. I might change that back. Okay. So, I feel like this area is interesting now. There's this cool back area, open space. You can ram through here. So, a thing about a platform is you could kind of get stuck here, but then, like, you could just build the thing and move up. Yeah, that's neat. It's like a little bit of a trap of sorts. And then you can also, like, laser or whatever from here if you then took an HQ as your initial thing. If you platform one of these HQs, you have to ram it through here, which means it requires a rotate. Same with that, platforming this. Well, you can't platform any of that. Yeah, we would say you can't platform anything. Remember, you can't use your own defenses. You have to build the new ones. You can platform new stuff, but not old stuff. Okay, so this is cool. Oh, we need to force this player to be powered off. That's a thing we should do. Let's make a note about that. We did this. Well, we're still kind of working on that. To not this part, but like add energy to green's side. But we want to force unpowered for orange. So let's just do that real quick. That's pretty straightforward. So on the startup trigger chat or map events, like, I kind of want to have something be called startup or whatever. MISC events. General events. Sure. So we're going to make a trigger that fires immediately. So let's just be an execute. And we're going to say unpower, or rather this is just going to be instant. Or rather on startup. And the delay for this is 0. We don't show anything. And then we're going to make a map action to depower. So power status, depower orange. Orange, power state off, trigger, execute, depower orange, trigger set, add to general vents on startup. And this just triggers. Now this set is set to all, so it will do every single one of these things. Yeah. It'll have to do all of them. And there's no, like, timeouts or anything on them. So we also want to do that with cyan, right? Oh, did rename get rid of the thing on it? It did. That's not so great. Okay, that might be a bug. And so we want to do one more depower. Depower cyan. Cyan power state. A thing I also want to do is to depower orange or green and yellow, and then have you like take over them with different players so that we can have two different sets of buildings, the ones that are pre-existing and the new ones. But like that'll take some finagling, and we'll do it later. For now, we just want to make it so that both those players are depowered. Or forcibly depowered. Okay, so depower cyan. This is on startup, and then the map, general events. So now if we do a test, these should all be depowered and capturable. Perfect. I don't think I can easily get back there in time. Yeah, we're just gonna have to. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so these get captured by green. And I think that actually might unlock their laser. Which is actually not quite what I want to do. Yeah, see, we got laser unlocked. So, specifically, we should say, because like we already have an HQ, it's a special, powerful one, that's insane. These are more normally ones. But we only want to enable it if it's a green one. So I think we need to change that trigger to be on yellow loses an HQ. Maybe. Let's see. Or rather, we just need to get rid of this captures, right? You have to construct one. That'll work. Yeah, we put it as both, but like we shouldn't. Test that now. We can just do one of these. There. Oh, we should have waited. Yeah, I mean, these are capture events, so I'm not that worried. But yeah, this still works, and we still get laser. But it's only when we capture a yellow one and not these red ones in the corner that are just... Or orange ones, I mean. Okay, cool. And that's depowered. These are depowered. Perfect. Mission accomplished. Orange is forced. We need to put more energy on green's side. Okay. So, let's go green, terrain. I think there's a cool place. We want to do something with back here. So the whole thought was that you would like blast us with the laser. And then that would be like cool. Right? It would cut off all of this. Well, you still have this connection, which you need to deal with, but like, if you deal with that, then you've taken out this part, which is neat. Okay, so green. Let's do... Oh, let's do one of these. Go forward, bear, not anything there, and then doop, 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 doop. Shoot anyone who approaches. right? Which means you'll capture these, and then they'll start attacking. You'll have to laser it, which you'll take a good chunk of damage from the laser. Unless you have a shielded HQ. Getting through this will be challenging. Getting through this will be challenging. Getting through this is challenging, because you have to go through on this side. But that's only if this is like not powered or whatever. So this makes me kind of want to do like here and here for these instead of there and there. And then maybe I just move this up by a little bit. Copy. Paste. Yeah, let's do that. Putting these so far forward seems ill-advised. And then we need another relay here. Terrain relay here and then there. Here and then there. Cool beans. Let's put an energy there. Here. Here. 2 over here. And we already have 1 up here. Okay, let's see. You can get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the first one here, that's like really defended. This one's like, this is probably the least defended, but it's only 1. So I think that's probably about right. Green. We'll do a shield at that junction. Keep it secret. Keep it safe. And then we'll put these on here. Okay. That's good. I think 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 additional ones in the center for whoever you want to try and win. Taking this side base gives you these, which is nice. Taking this. Okay, so there is kind of a difference here in that this top base to get these is not optional, but it like is more of a distance to travel with wires. And this is like an optional side base, right? But if you laser this, then you can skip through, right, and go directly for this here without having to get across this mess of a token. You could put exactly this right here. No. There's a hole here for a reason. It's a two lane hole here. You can sneak through, and that is kind of the point. If you use lasers for killing this, then you need to take care of these, which means you need to take out this connection here So I think the thing we just need to do is pull this defensive line up to here, and that way to be able to hit this thing, you need to go and like clear this. Like what are the requirements for the ordering of these things? Okay. I got some lances there. This is protected. You know, getting a shot in there is real hard. If you pull it off, you deserve the award. This feels like it could be shrunk down. Let's do that. Let's shrink it down by 2. There we go. And then I kind of want to just pull this up some. Copy. Paste. Up 1, 2. Nah, 1 more down. Then we can do 1 more lance. Wire. And do 3 separated, you know, nice little grid pattern. So that makes it like extra hard to get through. That also makes it a little bit like you need to be a little more careful going through here. This is more narrow. I kind of like that. I like how open these fields are. It lets you be able to build big assaults. Okay, so this area is a lot more interesting. This area is already kind of neat. It needs to be sparse to be able to like do the thing it's supposed to do. This area is kind of empty. Like this whole like lance shield wall thing is just like yeah, but we have this here. Oh, these need to be protected. That's right. Let's do 1, 2, 1, 2. And they're not protected if you somehow blasted it from this way. But then you have to go through here, or you have to go through white's fit for that, and then for this. So this direction, though, they are unprotected. Which makes me want to do this. For this side. This is okay. If you blast through here, shrug, it's good. You blast through here, good. That's fine. Fine on you. Let's make this wall more interesting. Sometimes you just do spikes in the wall. Everything's better with a little spike, says the Allomancers. Well, technically Hemalurgists, but you know. Same world. Okay. This is good. So a thing I wanted to do, and I think I have to do, is I need to make it so that these are actually different building descriptions. One of them is platformed and one's not, to prevent them from platforming and move everything away. This means that I kind of need them to have 2 descriptions. One that has all of the stuff that green and yellow has, but like can platform, and then one that's not, which I think means we just need to like take over or capture all of these bases. For yellow, this is particularly tricky because of reasons. Yeah, but there's like a startup sequence where like the whole level gets recaptured, so we can have the platform and stuff and not. And then during that time frame, like you can't control anything because it's just setting up the level. So we do probably want to put them in the corners here. Oh wait, we have more space. We can put that back here. Buried in the corner. Corner. And this actually lets us be able to have different colors. So if we wanted to have the human color be actually human, like one of the players, I kind of feel like one of them should be red, but like maybe we could just stick to the colors we currently have. I don't know. Having the cool colors is neat. Let's see. What to do about this? You know, we had this problem with the very first session. We were trying to figure it out, and you know, sometimes ideas, like you get ideas about how to solve things, and it's not a big problem. But other times, it's just like, oh, I don't know. I have not come to any greater understanding or conclusion. I like yellow and I like green for the colors of these. That's just it. So maybe you are those colors, but they start off as different ones, right? So maybe pink and purple, since we haven't used those, 3 and 7. But like green is in the corner, yellow is in the corner, right? And then this will get destroyed by like a copy paste once you've taken over the rest. Why did it disappear? I deleted it. Green. Okay, so let's make that a thing. So to do that, we need to just like change the colors. Let's just do 3 is the left-hand side. And these are the right. These still need to be controlled by a different player, so we'll have to like change those back to orange. We'll see how this goes. I am tempted to another archive. Yeah, okay. So this should... Okay. Now... Orange. Green. Alright. And then... 7, pink. And we don't have any relays that cross across it. So, like, if you claim and it doesn't include both relays or the whole network, it'll break it. But in this case, I think we're good. And then yellow. So we then want to depower both of these, and then we're going to just capture them, basically. So we're going to just make a relay here for green, here, and here. And so by depowering this, we should just like capture everything. Should be great. And then yellow, the same here. Let's make that like shorter, I think. Let's do wires. Yeah, let's do a shorter relay, and then like the walls here. Purple. There we go. So that'll go through, that'll capture all of this, all of that. And we're going to need to make the capture speed basically 0. Now, a problem with that is this is isolated. Almost isolated, actually. So if we put a relay between here and here, relay here and here, wire, that will let us capture everything here. And then this needs to be connected still somehow, so I guess we'll just do that. And then we will also force unpower these. And then I think we'll capture everything, but we need to make capture speed super fast. Super fast. And then after some time, maybe like 5 seconds after we've captured everything, we'll demolish these HQs so that we only actually have one and we've captured it. We'll just need to figure out how long that takes approximately after we've done the specific upgrades. So first off, let's depower those. So general events, startup. Yeah, we're going to make 2 more depower ones. So here, create, and we want to power, depower pink. Set player power. Actually, let's do purple first. Or violet. That's right, it's violet. Depower violet. And another one. Power, depower pink. And there we go. Okay, pink. Cool beans. There's some coffee being made in the background. Should be over in a couple minutes, though. Let's see. The trigger itself, we're going to add those 2. So now, on startup, we should depower all those 4 players and then start capturing things immediately. Let's just test that and see what we get. We might have to, like... Okay, sweet, yeah, it just starts capturing. Perfect. So now we just need to make this really fast. Is basically it, right? These are depowered. We'll be able to capture and use all of this stuff. Perfect. So, let's make that upgrade change. So this will be to... Oh, we do have to make the change that pink... Okay, so we have to make a couple changes. We need to make one that modifies all buildings. So this is going to be an upgrade, I think. Upgrade, fast capture. And fast capture is going to affect all buildings. Target. All buildings. And it's like the capture time multiplier. Where is it? Unpowered or... This multiplier makes take longer to capture when unpowered. So we'll make that... I guess you can actually make it 0, but I don't know if we should allow that. That's... Probably that's fine. Let's see. So now we want to add it to the green mods. Now there's a weird thing here where we want to have certain things be platformable or not. So we need to make a copy of these, I think, now. So copy, and this will be pink action mods, copy, and let's make another copy of this violet action mods, copy. So now we have action mods for each of these, and we can add the no platform onto this. So let's do another upgrade. No platforming. Create, and so this is just going to be, once again, all buildings. This is not a platform to upgrade, demolish. Oh yeah, we can also set things to be not demolishable for all these buildings. That makes it so we can use demolish still. It's just not the default ones. So if we do that, and then where is the platforms? Oh, it's not in general. We need to add one for an is platformable. Like, this is for being a platform upgrade. Okay, we're gonna have to do that, like, later. Let's just assume that that gets added. And I'll probably do that off camera to add that field to upgrade. Let's say no demo or platform. Right. Now, for the modifier set for violet, that's what gets the no demo or platform, and then the pink also gets the no demo or platform. And then for the players, we need to once again assign those, so let's go to violet and action mods for violet, and pink, action mods for pink. There we go. And first let's start it with green. So we'll probably want to do a the starting level sequence that has some of this stuff on startup that's not events. Yeah, let's actually do that. Startup sequence is a set, and general events is not going to have that anymore. Startup sequence is going to have the on startup. So on startup, do all of this stuff. The map then needs to have the startup sequence. Should go first, then general events, then this, and then the player cycle. This actually probably gets changed, or it's not added. This gets created in the first startup sequence. So then this will, because this like just repeats itself over and over again, right? So this probably isn't part of this set at all. If this is pushed on by the startup sequence, and we're going to change this to sequence to do, hey, I want you to do startup, and then I want you to do the next one, next one, next one, next one. In fact, I think we probably can just do this. Yeah, this is the repeater. So, sequence, do, repeat. So we can actually just get rid of that right now. So, bop. And then we can do like a delay here. So let's make that. We're going to make a new trigger. This is going to be an execute. Delay, 15. Delay for wait for capture. And we'll wait for 15 seconds. And since this is a sequence, it doesn't need to like do anything else, right? Because this will depower everything. Then we'll wait for a while, and then we'll start the repeater to possess, which will then do that thing over and over again. Let's rename this. Wait for setup capture. And honestly, this should take less time, right? Than 5 seconds. Like, The max time you can capture is, or the minimum time should probably be 1 frame to capture. So in theory, you should capture 20 spaces of distance per second. So that's 100 spaces of distance. And I don't think there's that, like the longest path is not 100. So this might be overkill, but we'll test to see what is the thing. And see, it fills out. Oh, okay, we don't get through here. But, oh, this is not good. This has, oh, this is the wrong updates. They got switched, didn't they? Or they both have green. Okay, let's see about that. Something's wrong with who's got what. Oh! Derp, we made a copy of the same upgrade for both. Right? Pink and violet both have green. Violet should have green. Pink should not. So, let's just delete this. And make a copy of yellows. Pink... action mods, and then this needs to have the no demo or platform and the fast capture. Oh wait, do these have fast? Yeah, I guess everything has the fast capture, which is probably good. I think that's good. Okay, we need to connect these two somehow. Because once we do, we'll capture this, we'll go through here, and then we'll percolate our way up through and there. So... oh, they're still wrong. Oh, no, we didn't set them. That's right. Player... Violet is violet. Pink. Should be pink. Yellow, yellow. Green / lime is green lime. There we go. And then violet. Looks good. Very good, very good. So, making this a triplet would fix the connection problems, and it's also, like, branches off pretty well, I think. That's kind of neat. But I think it kind of ruins things a little bit for the puzzle. Maybe. So if you kill this first, you don't have to worry about this thing. Which, mind you, this isn't like that hard of a one to deal with. You just move it there, I believe. So, like, kind of okay, kind of shrug. Not a big deal. Yeah, let's just do that. Pink. We go 1, 2, 3. Okay. as a thing we can do that. That way, well, no, that's right. I didn't want to do this because I completely destroys the whole puzzly bit. We don't want to make it skippable. It's not a skippable puzzle. Okay, so now we're in a pretty good place to test this again. See what's going on. See how it do. And what's our time? And there we go. Do we have control of everything? We're now yellow. Okay, so I think we do want to enable demolish, but it's only things that we built, right? So we're gonna re-enable demolish for both players. Player action bar. Green. Oh! No, that's fine. We're always green. That's right. So, hey, bro, you can demolish. Congratulations. Green still can't rotate, though. Green can't rotate. That's important. Yeah, so 5 seconds. That did work. You get everything captured. It's pretty quick. Pretty fast. These remain unpowered. It's cool. It's good. So, I think it's time we do some playtesting. We have this whole thing here. Let's give players more time, I think. But then otherwise, it's time to, stop delaying and see if this concept has merit in terms of being fun. We're probably going to ship this regardless just because it's such a silly idea. But it's always good to just before spending a bunch of time working on something to do some playtesting. Even though if the idea in your head feels really interesting, it's always good to get player feedback. And I think we're at the point where we can definitely start doing that. Things that need to get changed though is in that repeat cycle control delayed, these need to be longer. I'm feeling 35 or 40 seconds is how long we should do those. And our starting player how are we going to do this? So if we want to have a level that's one's yellow and one you start with green, then yeah, we can do it zap and sizzle. or zap and hiss. Zap and hiss will be the labels for this. That should be great. But yeah, so we add that delay. The is platform thing we're gonna have to work on. Let's just we'll test to see what this gives us. I believe we start off as yellow. Yeah. So we can demolish still. That's bad. These should be not demolishable. Yeah, so I'm going to have to do that. And then also the platformable. These are still platformable. They should not be platformable. We'll need to make that a general upgrade. All right, so I'm going to fix those two bugs. Those should just be in the settings or whatever to make it so those features are available to the editor. And we'll try some playtesting. Oh, we need to increase the amount of time. Defeat any player in some time. And we're controlling green. I also want to make a ping sound or something, or some dialogue that's maybe it's a snake hissing sound. Bzzzt. You know, classic non-verbal Gary's Game dialogue. In fact, let's just do that real quick. We didn't do any dialogue so far, so let's do a little bit of dialogue. So That's going to be in the trigger for controlling green. Oh, we need a player. So a way to know what's a good player to show is to go to the guide, because there's a whole list of all the characters. If we go dialogue, right here, and we can find one that seems particularly acidic. You know, we could just use corrode. That works pretty well. Gossamer also is pretty good. Yeah. We'll do corrode. Okay, so we'll do corrode hiss. Right? And we could even make the color green. It's not a thing we did in the... Well, no, I think we did it maybe once or twice, but we didn't do it very often. And then for this, I think it's definitely got to be voltage. The voltage icon. Where are you, voltage? Yeah, definitely the voltage. So yellow, zap. And then yellow. And you can do like hex colors here if you wanted to be more specific. I'm just going to do the default color to make it pretty straightforward. Okay, let's try that out. So that means we shouldn't get anything for 5 seconds. Oh, we didn't increase the timer. Let's increase the timer. On startup, where is this? This is end levels trigger set. Yeah, so these are any of the end levels triggers, and it's the timeout. Yeah, the timeout is the thing. Oh, this doesn't actually make us lose. There's no end level lose. Okay, let's fix that too. But let's just double this. 10 minutes. 10 minutes cumulative timer. And then when that runs out, we lose. Lose, timeout, map action. I want to rename this because underscores are dumb. And then we're gonna do end level, lose, create, defeat. So in the short, like, the guy has a heart attack. So maybe we could do something kind of like that as well. My circuits. Right, and then corrode is like looks over questioningly. Dies. There we go. Yelps in pain. We'll say yellow is the, he's the one that you're, well, not starting with, but you should be able to choose, but I think that's fine. You lose immediately, so it doesn't really matter. Died of overheating. Like, I'm trying to think of the parallel of faking a heart attack. That's for, like, a computer. Seg fault. There we go. Segment faults. We should, like, have some error codes or something. I don't know any, like, off the top of my head that are, like, you know. Could do buffer overflow. What's the code for this? Bah. I think they're all the same code though. It's just like seg fault. Signal. And you're trying to remember how this works. So like you have like signals and stuff. You can like send and get. Dang it, I don't know what the equivalent of a heart attack is for a computer. I guess it's like out of memory or something. Seg fault sort of works. And then we restart defeat. Oh, yelps in pain. Looks over questioningly. Concerned. Dies. Okay, cool. Now the lose timeout should do end level lose. Good beans. Yeah. Let's test that now. Test. So 5 seconds where the level gets started up and you can technically control yellow. You can still demolish things. We have to fix that. Platform things. We have some time. So we probably need to play dialogue or something. Also, we need to like have the order be different for that trigger if you're yellow then green. Or like add a bit of an offset to wait. I guess the difference is just like the startup as yellow. There we go. Hiss. You're green now. And then we'll get buzz. Defeat any player. You have 9 minutes left. Okay, and then we should get something in yellow from voltage. Zap. Perfect. I don't really love that yellow color. It's too saturated, but it's fine. So there's probably some more polish to do on this before it's like ready to ship. Most notably, like being able to choose which color you are. And we'll do that next time. But right now, I think we're at a good place to stop and do some testing, right? So I'm going to give this over to Tucker, have him play it, see how it goes. And I'll be back for at least one more session to finish up the polish of this and make it into a full map pack. So thanks for listening and watching. You have a great day. Bye.